Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back, y'all. My name is Elle and this is my perspective. Okay, so I'm gonna try to do a quicker video because y'all, I got sick last night into the wee hours and so forth and so on. I'll tell y'all about it in another video. But yeah, I need to get off of here and get on in the bed because I'm sleepy. So, life update. Someone put in the comment section, I believe Vanessa, I can't remember the last name, but put in the comment section for the video on the street food, the last video about thinking I was leaving Merida, Mexico. And my bad, I have been answering different questions about updates in the comment section. Like people are asking questions and I'm answering in the comment section. So, do a quick video to bring y'all up to speed. So again, you already knew when I left the condo, I was going to have to get my energy right. We don't want to take whatever kind of energy to our next space, right? Like that's not cool. So as my energy has been like on 10 and lovely and all that stuff, I have been taking steps and the next steps are revealing themselves. And so, yes, I have had tickets to leave in January. And then I canceled those tickets and got tickets to leave in February and then canceled those tickets. And so things are popping up. Let me not say popping up. Let me not say like that. But things are being like, okay, well now take care of this. Okay, now I like definitely want to do this. And so there's a checklist that I have of things to do. Why? What, y'all, I'm all crooked, my bad. So I have some things that I do need to do and to take care of still while I'm here in Merida. And not just Merida, but there are some things that I need to do in Mexico what I'm working on right now. So there's three things that I need to work on. I'm not going to say all three, but the main thing, the top thing that I'm working on right now is where knowing where I want to go when I return to Mexico. So I want to take care of that now. If you don't know, when you are in the United States and you're trying to look at the map, of what's in Mexico, everything doesn't populate, right? You can be in Mexico. When I was in Playa del Carmen, I was trying to look up places to go to as far as to stay temporarily in Merida, Mexico. Things were not popping up, right? Things are not populating. And one thing that is very, very uh, guaranteed is that all the places that exist in Mexico, they're not going to be on your map. They just ain't going to be. It's not going to happen. Excuse me. When I was in Playa del Carmen and I was at the Residence Inn, it said that there was nothing in the area, right? But as soon as I got to Playa del Carmen, looked at the map before I went out, and I looked at the map, and it was like there's a Sam's Club right there. So there's things that is more beneficial for me to do while I'm here, and then because I'm going to know where I'm going when I return to Mexico, that would allow me to set up my airfare. Um, I want to set up my airfare as much in advance as possible so that all of those things. And there is also a huge possibility that I will not be flying Southwest. And so um, if I know that I'm not flying Southwest, then that means my next step would be like Delta, right? And so how am I going to, and where are these planes going? And if they aren't, whatever the case is, if it's just those two airlines that I'm comfortable with flying in the United States into Mexico, let's say that it flies shoot to Puerto Vallarta, and so then from there, let's say that I take a domestic flight. Now I need to make sure that whatever domestic flight I get on is a flight that I would be willing to get on, right? Like there are some people, and I'm not talking about anybody, but there are some people who are fine with getting on JetBlue and who's the other one, Frontier. Like I've been hearing some shenanigan stories about those two, and people just hop on them. I'm not the one, right? I haven't gotten on either of them right? I'm not. And so I would need to have researched the domestic airlines that are here in Mexico so that the same way when I was in the United States, I knew that I was going to fly into Cancun and then I was going to catch the auto bus. And then from the auto bus, I'm going to get to my destination. And then if I want to go to another one, I can still hop on the auto bus. So I want to know all those things and research all those things while I'm here and look at the map. I want to pull in the cities and the states and all those things. I want to do all those things. And my energy is just changing in a way. that is just great. So there was a point where I was like, when I return to Mexico, I want to come with family members. I want someone to come with me and, get me settled in and all that stuff. Like that energy has completely changed and everything. So now I'm like, okay, no, I got this. I got this because I've already started researching, right? And because I've already started researching, I'm already hyped up and super excited and everything because there's this list. There's this list that I have, especially after being here for a little over a year. It's not like I'm wondering what I like and what I will like in this country. I know what I like. Okay. And so I can see those things still being, in other states, right? And then in the cities within those states, so it's just like, oh man, like I'm super excited. And y'all already know, like when on my list, there has to be a foodie place, like, right? And so it's just like, and then I'm researching the different foods and seeing what, where, and when, and what y'all specialize in, and just all the things. And so it's just getting me excited. I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready, y'all. So yeah, just a lot that's going on. And then I have to do a transition because there are some people who can hop and it's just jump and travel and do all the stuff and land and pick up. Man, I know it sounds nice. I know it does, but let's say that you got an appointment, right? You got an appointment that's on such and such a day. Like I don't want to land and jump on my call. I don't want to do that. I don't. So imagine if you don't want to jump and land and do work, but you want to have your family fun and fellowship, but now you got to research where you want to go in Mexico when you retire, like all those different things. And I just want to have the plan. I just want to have the clarity. And so those things, yeah. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I feel like I'm crooked, y'all. I'm so sorry if I'm crooked. Y'all are propped up on the pillow, okay? Behind the scenes, y'all got it. I'm propped up on the pillow. But yeah, those are some of the things that I'm really working on right now. And once I get my three things knocked off, then as far as I know right now, then I'm good to go to the United States, pare down to one suitcase instead of the ones that I have now. But pare down to one suitcase. And then in addition to the one suitcase, I'm gonna try to get it as much to half a suitcase as possible. And with all that in mind, just being aware because while I love warm to hot weather, I'm also fine with cooler weather. Like you already knew where I grew up at. So we had snow, we had ice. I'm used to it. And so, if I find that I have decided on one of those places in Mexico, then that means that I need to take out some of my shirts and replace them with hoodies because while I have one suitcase, I don't want to have a full one suitcase. I want to have room in there because I'm going to acquire stuff, right? Like, oh my goodness, I'm going to acquire stuff. I'm gonna find some essential oils places. I'm gonna find some places that's gonna have some Palo Santo, some frankincense, some cobalt. I'm going to find those places. I'm going to acquire some things and I just need space. And so then from there, if you've done your research, there's been some talk about it in the comment section as well. If you've done your research, which I've looked and I've seen it, I ain't done no deep dive or anything, but to fly from Mexico to another country is cheaper than to fly from the United States to another country. And so I looked it up doing for Portugal because that was a place that was on my list was Portugal. And so to fly from here to Portugal is significantly cheaper than to fly from the United States to Portugal. And so with that being said, that is also important for me to have my one suitcase. So I need to drop off some stuff, but not just drop off stuff in the United States. I also need to purge some things that are in the United States, things that it's just like, I'm not coming back. I have my Vitamix, I have my dehydrator, I have a juicer, like all these things. Every last one of those is minimum $200 each, right? And so I'm not going to bring those with me to Mexico because the shipping alone, you might as well buy it, right? And then I don't have I don't have that stability yet to bring something from the United States like that to Mexico, then for me to decide, oh, I'm not going to live here. I'm going to live in Europe. So now I got to transport it again. No, how about I just get rid of it? So I have a lot of stuff that I'm just gonna get rid of and purge instead of letting it, hang out and chill at my mama's house. So I will be doing some things in the United States as well. So again, I am leaving Merida, Mexico. I do not know when, but I have some things that I need to knock off my list right now, as of right now. February 28th, going into the 29th, probably by the time this video is uploaded, I will be working on, um, man, so I have two places on my list and they are so juicy that I'm like, man, but do I really want to add more places on right now? So I'm gonna still add on. I'm gonna probably I'm gonna add on two more states, right? Two more states and two more cities within each of the states. So that's I'm gonna add four more places to my list. But man, the two that I'm on right now, they nice. They nice and plump and juicy and just ready for me to just jump on in and just but yeah, so I'm excited. I'm really excited. Um, a little piece of me was like, man, maybe I should just go over there while I'm still here and then go to the United States, right? But let me stop playing. Um, but yeah, so those are my steps, right? So I don't have a timeline. I have purchased tickets in January to go back home, February to go back home. So I'm still leaving, but I have where I'm being more clear and being more let me this ain't the word, I'm saying it, being more let me say this instead, being more aligned, being more clear, right? And so it feels good to have a destination in mind before I leave, right? Because I know that I'm leaving and I know that I'm coming back, but it feels nice. It feels good um, to know that when I leave, I'm going to have some place that I'm wanting to come back to instead of to leave and have that uncertainty. Like I don't even know where I'm going when I come back. Like that don't feel good. So yeah, this right here, oh my goodness, this is nice. And then I'm like I said, it is so nice. And again, it's a foodie. I'm picking foodie places. And I know people have said that maybe there's a foodie place, but I'm picking foodie places that seem more aligned and things. And so yeah, we're just doing that. And just being excited to return, not to say that I will rush the process when I'm in the United States because I learned and I know better. But those are my things, guys. So yeah, I think that's a quick update. Yeah, that's a quick update. I'm definitely on the step of uh getting my list. And again, I'm really starting to dig these two places. I haven't even gotten to what's the airport? How do I get there? I haven't even looked into those because I've been looking at the places themselves and what's around and zooming in on the maps and just looking and doing like light research. So, excuse me. Yeah, I'm going to continue to add to the list. I probably should add to the list first and then do the deep dive because I know me, I'm gonna get in on one and be like, "Hey, I don't need to look at no place else. This is it." So let me go ahead and add four more places and then come in and do it that way. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. But the place that I picked first is something that before I even looked at Merida, it's something that I had heard before, and it was a chef. It was a chef, and she was in the United States. I can't even think of what her name is or the show or anything, but she was in the United States, and she was just like, "Yeah, I fly to Mexico and I get my food, and I go back to the United States and I prepare. Like this is where you go." And I was just like, "Wait, what?" So yeah, I'm really excited. And it's always been on my list to even while I was here and thinking that Merida was going to be like the forever place, it was still on my list of places to go and check out. So yeah, I think yeah. Anyway, guys, so yeah, that's the update. I am still leaving Merida. I just have three things that I need to knock off my list, and I did not know that I needed to do these three things. I knew that I needed to do one of them, beforehand, but I was at the point where I was just like, forget it. I'm gonna do it someplace else, and I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. But yeah, I'm just gonna sit still someplace. So I'm just gonna just do my things, and it's nicer for me to stay in one space, no matter how much I might want to jump and go do something. Let me just stay here and figure out all the details that I can about it, the flights, all the things. So figure out all that stuff so that when I leave and go to the United States, if I have any questions, which I will, my people gonna ask questions and I can answer instead of like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, ooh, I don't know, So yeah, just to do that. So that's it. And then yeah, yeah, you've been updated. I will let y'all know. I'm gonna do a story time. Um, so that y'all can hear, because yeah, y'all been hearing about how people get sick and so forth and so on in Merida, Mexico, and all that other stuff. So I'll give y'all my I got sick story. I'll put that another time. And there is another one that's an important update. Maybe I'll do that one too. I'll do both of them, but there's an important update that I do need to get out to y'all because I experienced that today. And I experienced the other one yesterday. So they're all right here, right here. So I got some content that I need to um put out to y'all. So stay tuned. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or anything like that, y'all put in the comment section. Don't be asking me where and what I have on my list because I'm not gonna tell y'all. Don't y'all be trying to follow me around here. Like I gotta figure all that out because yeah, I have the places, but I don't want to put it out. I think I'm just gonna put it out once I show up there because if I say something and then I don't pick it and I pick someplace completely different, y'all gonna be like, but I thought you said. So I'm not even going, we ain't even going there. I ain't even gonna put nothing out there. So just know that I'm working on my list and I'm actively working on my list. And it's probably gonna take me a bit to, same thing that is taking y'all. And it took me to do for Merida. Like you gotta do your research, right? Just do your research. I mean, I am a person that could just jump in, but I want to do some kind of research because I know what I like now. I know what I like and I know what I want and that's where I want to make a move to. I like and want. So yeah, I don't want to get there and be like, I don't like that. Like, oh no, no, no. I want to be into that. Yeah. So there you go. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, like I said, anything like that, y'all put in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Until then, I'll check with y'all later. Bye, y'all. Thank you for sharing. Bye.